I got my first screening at age 65 because I was constantly running to the bathroom and didn't know why. Well, my diagnosis was that I had prostate cancer, and it was in a very early stage. They all agreed that my case of cancer, prostate cancer, was manageable.
I first got my first screening when I was in my early 20s. The screening as I got older was by Ken, a dear friend of mine from the church, was like my father, Brother McFarlane. And I would take him to the urologist, and we would have conversation about what was going on with him. And he alerted me to take the PSA.
My family physician felt like at age 40, especially for minority men, it was very important to begin the screening in case there was any issues that it could be caught in the early stage. The good part was that the results were good. I didn't have anything going on, but you know, knowing that yearly that I was going to have to go through this, it took a little getting used to. Technology has improved since I began having it 17 years ago. Now they can do a blood test, a PSA test.
And they say at a certain age you should routinely start having it checked. I would say the sooner that you can have it checked, the better, because the earlier they detect it, the better chance, the likelihood you have of them being able to arrest it.
I'm telling them, don't be afraid with the technology that they have today, and to be protected for your family. And it's not only you that this thing is affected, it affects all those that is involved in your life. And so one should not be afraid to go and have themselves examined. It's no different than when you take your vehicle to the mechanic, and you know when something is not going right with your body, you need to have it checked out.
What I would say to men who are afraid to get the screening done is, you know, it's a lot better to be safe than sorry.
One of the benefits, because it was kind of scary at first, my doctor's nurse called me and told me over the phone I had cancer. And immediately, as a human being, you think that that's a death sentence. And once I got to that point and everything worked out, the peace of mind knowing that that they had determined that I had prostate cancer, the peace of mind that it was not a death sentence, and the peace of mind was that they could help me in this process through radiation and hormone treatment, and that was what they prescribed. And so it's been 10 years now, and every time I go back, the numbers are good. So I'm feeling really good about the process.
Benefits is that it has prolonged my life, and I've lived to get to the age of 64, and it hit me when I was 55, and I had it taken out at that time. And I have still continued to do the activity that I normally do throughout. I would just add that we, especially as black men, have to stay on top of this.
Because I hear men all the time saying they have issues and they don't do anything about it. And so they really need to put aside their manhood and go and let the doctors determine what's wrong with them.
During Family Day in the Park, there is an initiative taking place, Cape Minority Health Initiative, that will be on site with a van. And I want to just encourage all men to go by, stop by and see these guys. They will be willing to do the prostate screening, and you can find out it doesn't cost you anything, and it's going to save lives. So, you know, in closing, I just want to encourage everybody to have that done, you know, and I dare you to live.